I am perfection. I am perfect. I am the motherboard in every single circuit. I am the high price you pay even when you can't afford it. Yes, I am important, and I am worth it. I am the hard work you do and the funds too that you earn to make it. I am both the good and bad habits that you have, plus I am the will to break it. I am the air you breathe to live, plus the ability to give or take it. I am infinity plus possibility. I am the constant that is constantly consistent. I am the accepted resistance, the ending that goes on strong and persistent. I am spineless and relentless, a genius yet senseless, defensive and defenseless, the professed protag plus antagonist. I am everything. I am all of this.
Welcome to your reading, Taurus. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. We're going to start out with the Chinese fortune sticks. Today you guys have number 59. Okay. It says, a simple maid was married to a noble lord. Her perfect beauty proved the ruin of the king. Another, though ugly, tried to match her smile. But can the pheasant wear the phoenix's clothes? The traditional interpretation says this is generally a precarious and tricky time for you, and it would be a very bad idea to make new plans. Any wealth you are enjoying at the moment is likely to be wasted unless you invest it wisely. You should pay more attention to your health, or you may suffer considerable pain. The best way to find peace for yourself and avert these problems is to perform good deeds for others. Your reflection says, the infamous courtesan who drains the powers of the decadent emperor is a common story of the demise of various dynasties. This is a warning to avoid people who might divert you from what it is that is right and proper. Be yourself, warts and all, as trying to be something that you are not is a true recipe for disaster. So what I'm getting out of that is perhaps you might be trying to be something that you're not, or maybe trying to impress someone, so you're acting not your normal self. Just be mindful of that. It's better just to be you, because trying to be something you're not always kind of blows up in your face. Okay, so you have time, courage, clarity, purification, purifies space and fosters bravery. In satchels or pouches, time inspires positive energy, clear thinking, and mental fortitude. Okay. You have I numb myself. Intimacy is the permission to be yourself next to another. It's trust, bodily presence, and contact without armor. Do I feel tenderness and mutuality? What do I miss in physical contact with loved ones? How do I allow myself to be open? Questions? Okay, you have 123 as your angel number. It means vision. Your path will not look identical to anyone else's. That is what makes you unique. Remember that as you stay on the path that feels connected, the path will continue to lead you to alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. Your affirmation is, my path is mine and mine alone. When I follow my path of alignment, comes naturally. Okay? And then you have attention. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desires to improve is constant, and I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Okay? Let's see what else that we have for you. All right. Okay, you have the Death card, Scorpio energy. You have the Hermit card, Virgo energy. And the Lovers card, Gemini energy. Okay. I feel as though you needed to make a choice. You had a decision to make about something, and you have to go deep within yourself, because you have to end something. There's something that you have to end. That's the choice that has to be made. However, you're being very procrastination type energy is what I'm getting. You don't want to make that a choice, but you have to make that choice. It's you got to end something. There's something that needs to be ended. There's I'm gonna give you guys the an alternate interpretation, which would say this combination is a powerful sequence of transformation. It tells of a story of an ending that forces a period of solitude, self-reflection, and ultimately a new and important choice. So it says that a major transformation has occurred or is imminent. An old dynamic, a negative pattern, or even the relationship itself is ending. You must take time alone after this change to understand why you truly need, or what you truly need, and what brings you happiness. Is a period of emotional withdrawal that can feel isolating but is essential for growth. Following this introspection, a clear and important choice must be made regarding a commitment. This choice is based on the inner wisdom you gain during your time alone. It could be a choice to enter a new relationship or to recommit to your current partner in a more authentic way. In a career or personal context, whatever, it could be that you need to let go of the old. An aspect of your life, a job, a belief, or a way of living is over. This ending is necessary for your personal evolution. You might need to spend time in quiet reflection. Do not rush into the next thing. You're being called to contemplate your career goals and what truly fulfills you beyond just monetary gain. This quiet period will provide invaluable insight. Okay? Make an aligned choice. Your period of solitude will reveal that path that you must take, leading to a decision that is in full alignment with your inner truths and values. This could be a new career path, lifestyle change, or a different approach to your work. Yeah, it's similar to what I said, but ultimately, it's a significant transformative ending that will be followed by a period of introspection, ultimately leading to a profound and fated choice, regardless. Okay, you also have pursuit, chasing, persistence, hunting down, resilient. You have coffee date, meeting up, planning, discussing, dating multiple people. You have surprise, unexpected action, spontaneous showing up, or unexpected change. You have a few days, and channel the energy of the next moon phase. You have yearning, wanting more with someone, searching for love, or needing to take action. You have triggered, feeling provoked, sparking emotions, need to respond. You have watching, obsessed with you, can't let go, social media stalker. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? It says, are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared or not. Take the leap. Today's soul action, no more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you will discover what you are really made of. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose, right? Okay, you have you asked your angels for help with this? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices, okay? You also have Two of Ariel. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making it fun. You have King of Ariel. This is your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success. Use resources wisely. You also have Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. And Knight of Raphael, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Okay? Make your heart flutter. You have a fluttering heart. Okay, so we're doing things a little bit different. We're going to do pick a pile. You can pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Okay, so I'm going to start the reading for pile 1. If you look in the description box below, you'll find out where pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3 start, so that way if you picked pile 3, you can just jump to it rather than listen to pile 1 and pile 2. Okay, so that will be found in the description box, and we're going to start pile 1 at 10:13. Okay. All right, guys, 10:13-ish. We'll call it 10:20 now, right? You have the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Moon, the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Swords. This is the Hanged Woman. And finally, the 4 of Cups. Wow. Well, you have divine masculine and feminine energy on the board. You have a lot of emotion out here. You have a lot of water, a little bit of money. Yeah, a lot of emotion, and you might be in your head a lot too, thinking a little bit, but that's not very much. But okay, let's see. So you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is about efforts and success, achievement, independence, self-sufficiency. The 7 of Wands is about defending yourself or protecting yourself, standing your ground on something. You have the 7 of Pentacles. This is about harvest and rewards, results and growth, progress, patience, planning, and focus. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles is about new opportunities, abundance, prosperity, security, stability. The Emperor is a divine masculine, control, authority figure. The King of Cups is a wise and devoted balance between head and heart individual. The Queen of Cups is a compassionate, warm, and healing, intuitive, supportive healer. The Moon is about illusions or hidden confusion, secrets, uncertainty, something not seen, something coming to light, the need for using your intuition, okay? The 4 of Wands is about a home, reunion, stability, belonging, celebrations, higher commitments, marriage even. Ace of Swords is about clarity, truth, new ideas, victory, and triumph. The Hanged Man is about sacrifice or waiting, like so you can review and maybe change a perspective. And the 4 of Cups is about contemplation, feeling disconnected or discontent and bored. So what I'm seeing is you were putting in a lot of efforts towards self-sufficiency, and you found yourself having to defend yourself, like stand your ground. You had to stand your ground with someone. You knew how much seeds and work and effort you put through, and you know that it's gonna pay off. You just like have to wait for them to grow, you know what I mean? From the hard work you put in. So you do receive some new opportunity or some type of abundance coming in, something that offers you a little bit of prosperity and security and stability. There's an Emperor here, possibly an Aries, okay? As well as this King of Cups. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups. That's the choice that you're going to have to make right there. That's what you're stuck about. You're dealing with an Emperor, the King, you're dealing with the King of Cups and the Emperor. Doesn't mean, listen, if you are a male, you're not necessarily dealing with the King of Cups, or you're dealing with a person who shows attributes like the King of Cups or the Emperor, okay? So you're showing up as the Queen of Cups, and you could be a male person and still be showing up as the Queen of Cups. You're just right now having the compassion and warmth energy, healing energy, supportive energy, okay? But yeah, there's this emperor, the divine masculine, and then you have the king of cups, who's also a divine masculine in this reading, because you're the divine feminine in this reading. What you're not seeing is a proposal. I think that you might be proposed to. Someone's going to propose or ask for a higher commitment. Okay, and that's going to bring some truth to you, some clarity, and you're going to see things a little bit different. And you're going to be put in a position where you're either going to have to sacrifice and wait for a minute so that you can maybe change your perspective or see something different. Because I think that you're feeling a little disconnected. You're feeling a little disconnected, and so it's going to kind of throw you off. This will be a surprise proposal because I don't think you're expecting it, because you're kind of bored with the relationship. That's might be why there's another person, the emperor, involved. I'm not sure. Let's see. Spirit. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, you're hiding or you're avoiding something. Probably because you're dealing with two individuals. I don't think you've expressed yourself to the person you're feeling bored with, though, which is kind of not fair. Let's see. Anything else, Spirit, for Taurus, pile 1, this reading? Anything else for Taurus? You got the Ace of Swords again. You've already had it out here, though. Clarity and truth. You need to be truthful. I feel like you're kind of lying to yourself, not so much the people you're involved with. I think you've been trying to please too many people at once. You need to be more assertive. Have a little bit more patience, if you can. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. You're kind of at a crossroads. You're going to have to make this decision. This is difficult choices that need to be made. But you have hope and healing here, inspiration, faith, positivity, and wish fulfillment. You're just going to have to take that time out, literally a time out. Go inside, think, get in your head, think for a little bit, work it out, and figure out what it is that you really want. And I think it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to make a decision that it might have to be a head over heart instead of heart over head decision, okay? All right, so that's your reading, pile 1. Pile 2. This is you, pile 2, if this is you. All right, we're starting at 1808. We'll do 1808. 8 of Swords. Stick with those 8s, okay? Then the 7 of Wands. 4 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. The Death card. The Devil card. Wheel of Fortune. The Magician. 9 of Wands. 7 of Swords. 4 of Cups. And Temperance. Well, okay. The 8 of Swords is about self-doubt, maybe some confusion, okay? The 7 of Wands is about challenge, determination, resistance. The 4 of Swords is about meditation, like recuperation, contemplation. The 4 of Pentacles is about being frugal, or not control, but kind of watching your money, okay? Yeah, kind of watching what you spend. The Death card is about endings, transformation, rebirth, freedom. The Devil is about illusions, dependency, materialism, codependency, toxicity, unhealthy attachments, etc. The Wheel of Fortune is about luck, progress, and change. The Magician is about manifestation, empowerment, and being prepared. The Nine of Wands is about protection, preparedness, resilience. The Seven of Swords is about awareness, caution, consequences for your actions. Could also be about hiding or avoiding or trickery or deception. The Four of Cups is about distraction, like self-absorption, like being discontent or bored. And then finally, balance. That Temperance card is about balance, compromise, self-control, being moderate, like using moderation, finding balance, being patient, okay? So what I'm seeing is you were doubting yourself. You're very doubtful, but there was a challenge and determination was, called for. So you meditated or you recuperated, whatever. You were in contemplation, you were thinking about some stuff, thinking about how you need to watch your money, and you're really just living really like in a scary pattern, like not being bold, like being super duper cautious. That's coming to an end. That energy of worry, that energy of lack, that any energy of self-doubt, okay? That's going to come to an ending, but you're going to have to let go of this illusion or this depression, whatever this is, this habit. You got to let that go. And it shouldn't be that hard because you've got the Wheel of Fortune following right after, which is luck and progress and change. So I'm thinking, that you're manifesting that. That's what it's looking like. And you're manifesting, to be prepared and to be aware, okay? So just don't be so cautious, but just know that there's consequences to your actions. And don't get distracted. Try not to get distracted. And you're going to have to be very patient, and maybe compromise is necessary, okay? So let me see what Spirit has to say. Is there anything else Spirit wants to add to this reading for Taurus? Anything else Taurus needs to know about this reading, Spirit? Anything Taurus needs to know about this Spirit at this time? About this reading? That's not at this Spirit. Spirit, anything that Taurus needs to know at this time? Anything Taurus needs to know at this time? Well, I guess I said everything that needs to be. Oops. Yeah, stand your ground. There's something that you're going to have to, whatever is something that you feel or want or need, and somebody challenges you on it, and you need to stand in your position, okay? If that's how you feel, you got to stand up for yourself, okay? Because you are living so timidly back here, like scared of yourself, I'm thinking you might need to speak up. There's something that you need to say regarding you standing your ground, okay? So, all right, so this has been your reading. All right, that's pile 2. You guys are done. We're going to be starting pile 3 at around, we'll call it 2402 for pile 2, 2402, pile 3. I'm sorry, it sounds confusing, right? Okay, pile 3. If you pick pile 3, you're starting at 2415. Okay, 2415. Pile 3, the Hanged One, the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, Temperance, the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, the 8 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 4 of Cups, Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. I must tell you, these are a lot of the same cards from piles 1 and 2, but in different ways. So the Hanged One or the Hanged Man is about a pause, a perspective shift. It's the energy of sacrifice, like giving something up. Like generally it's giving up a way of thought, like the way you're thinking about something, the way you're perceiving something. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me so much. Okay, the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, collaborations, effort, goals. The Four of Swords is about taking a break, relaxation, being in peace, self-reflection, just resting, like recharging your batteries. The Temperance card is about peace and tranquility, balance, patience, harmony. The High Hierophant is about tradition, higher learning, your belief system. Queen of Swords is about an honest, fair, objective, truthful, independent, possibly cutthroat individual. The Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped, restricted, victimized, helpless, powerless, or blinded. The Six of Wands is about success and victory. It's about triumph and reward, recognition and progress. Okay. What's the next card? Where are we at? Okay, Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. Right, Four of Cups. Hold on, please. The Four of Cups is about feeling dissatisfied or disconnected or bored, to be honest, or bored. Then you have, where are you at? The Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is about a confident, like passionate, adventurous type of individual. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity. It's being charitable. It's about support, sharing, giving, receiving, fairness, gratitude, that type of energy. The Queen of Water is loving and giving. She's psychic. She's a healer, compassionate. Okay. So putting it all together, I feel like you're in a position where you need to, or you have been in a position of pause. I don't know if you're sacrificing or giving something up. It's a moment of selflessness, okay? You have to work as a team with someone. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to collaborate with someone. So take a break, relax or whatnot, self-reflect. But you need to find balance. And in doing so, that's going to cause you to have to work with someone else. You might want to look towards traditional things, like more traditional things, or you might need a mentor, or you might be someone's mentor. I'm not sure. But it has to do with tradition and patience. Definitely patience and balancing. You're having to balance a lot of stuff right now, okay? You need some peace, tranquility, and then balance and harmony. So the Hierophant was there. That's that needing for tradition or mentorship or whatever. Then comes the Queen. This is an air sign, possibly Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, honest and fair, etc. I think that maybe this person, you don't necessarily, I think they make you feel trapped and restricted and victimized, okay? But unfortunately, you kind of have to work with them to receive success and victory. It's just, for a time, you know what I mean? But it makes you feel a little bit disconnected or distracted, okay? Just remain confident and passionate, okay? Remember to be generous when you have. Make sure that you give to those who don't. And you will heal this situation. You will. It will. It's gonna come. It's gonna turn out okay. It's just a little uncomfortable right now. That's what the sacrifice is. You're gonna have to sacrifice the fact that you may or may not like working with this person for a minute, because it pays off in the end, okay? Okay, anything else, Spirit? for Taurus, pile 3 for this reading. Anything to add? For Taurus, pile 3. This reading, anything else to add? Spirit. Okay. Yeah. It's the Four of Swords again. You've already had it once. This is just reminding you that we're on the right path, but just take a break, relax, self-reflect. This has to do with you. You might need to rest a little. I think you may be working too hard. That's part of the reason why you need to collaborate with someone to take off some of the stress. You've been working real hard. But yeah, okay, so rest, and it looks good though. Okay, you're ambitious, stay diligent, goal-oriented, loyal. Okay, you're good. Everything looks really positive. Okay, just other than, like I said, you need to really there's this decision or whatever, this choice that you have to make, and I think it may be with working with somebody or not. But if you do choose to work with them, it will turn out in your better interest, because the Spirit says you need to collaborate with someone. Okay, which means you would have to sacrifice how you feel, because I don't think you like the person very much. All right. So yeah, this has been your reading, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please leave a comment in the comment section if you like the pick-a-pile, or if you don't. Yeah, and then I want to thank everyone who has been watching and sticking with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, so I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye, Taurus.